Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of December 6th. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Taurus, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. And I do exclusive content on Instagram, so if you're on that platform, definitely don't miss out on that. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we have here for you, Taurus. All right, we'll make sure everything's in view. We'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Three of Swords. So this is a card that indicates heartbreak in any sort of way, right? And so oftentimes the Three of Swords is associated with a divorce or a breakup or a separation, something like that happening. And it certainly is, yeah, it can be that. However, the Three of Swords can also be anything that breaks your heart, right? And so that can mean a friend who said something that hurts you, or, you know, an argument with a family member. Three of Swords can indicate getting severed or separated from a job in some way, getting let go of. Anything that hurts you, anything that tugs on the emotional heartstrings, if you will. And I do feel like for some of you, there has been a war of words here, Taurus, between you and another, or there will be in the future. But I do also like to say that with that, there is healing, and I know that's a bit of an interesting dichotomy between the two things, but you have the Two of Swords and the Temperance here in the future, potentially a war of words, but also a mending of words as well, a mending of a situation. And so the outcome, I'm not saying is doom and gloom here at all. For others of you, there have been changes potentially in career, what you do for work, what you do for money, and it's been wrapped into emotions in some ways. Reason being here is right away in the middle, you have the Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who's juggling or fluctuating wealth. This can indicate changes in the material here on arriving or afoot. And as you have it with the Three of Swords, could be a change in that job situation. However, the Two of Pentacles indicates that the change or it's juggling or fluctuating wealth, but it does indicate that it tips in a positive direction by default. And you do have the Six of Wands above it, which is a very positive card. So it really just depends. We'll have to see what else is going on here in this reading. There are victories on the board despite having a potential change or having to deal with something. On another level, if I haven't already said this, the Two of Pentacles can indicate like weighing options, weighing decisions, needing to make a choice. Some of you may be deciding to bite your tongue in an argument or let it go and like really have an argument with somebody. I feel like some of you are maybe trying to decide how to handle a situation, is what I'm saying, with another person. If you're in that situation, I would say to be very careful of impulsivity here, as you have the Knight of Swords below. We'll get into that more as we go along. In the past, you have the World, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. The World is the completion of a cycle. Okay, it's a very powerful card. It's the end of the major arcana. You've gone through the whole Fool's journey or the hero's journey through the major arcana, and you're now given this victory or this reward here at the completion of a cycle with this energy. It's strong energy. It's Saturn as well. It's Saturnian type of themes. And so coming of age, being serious, realizing that, you know, you're not a child anymore and those sorts of things. But there's also really a good meaning in that as well, which with, what is it, great responsibility, or with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I feel like with the world. With great power comes great responsibility, where I feel like you have the power to change something here. As one chapter ends, another begins type of energy. You have this Four of Swords as well. This is somebody who's healing from heartbreak. You see the Three of Swords on the Three of Swords card here. You see the three swords on the banner above this person here. They are absolutely healing from heartbreak. To me, it kind of does suggest that perhaps this breakup has happened already. If you're here for relationship situations, if you're here for job situations, it could mean that that situation has already played out. And now you're in this period of rest, recovery, healing, taking a look at what went wrong, deciding on what you can do next, as you have the Two of Pentacles, deciding energy, scales, juggling type of energy. And I do, at the end of the day, feel like you will realize that you have a ton of options available here. You have 7 or more cups at your disposal here with this Seven of Cups card. And so it can mean that you're spoiled for choice. You have a lot of things. It can also mean that you're overwhelmed by something that's happened here. Maybe the breakup, maybe the change in your situation, maybe feeling overwhelmed. But at the same time, if you look at it, it does mean that there are always opportunities here on the horizon. Remember, the universe is an infinitely abundant place, and there are always opportunities to let your gifts and your talents shine and come through. Taurus. So in the current situation, you have the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. The Six of Wands, incredibly good card, especially when you have this next to the World. I actually love to see the upper row here, the World, the Six of Wands, and the Temperance card. That's really nice energy. To me, it suggests that you are going to take an optimistic approach. The upper row is the row of your thoughts. To me, I think you're going to realize and recognize that whatever change is happening is not the end all be all, okay? This Six of Wands is a major victory. It's triumph, it's success, it's public recognition. It's exceeding expectations even here with this Six of Wands. And I do get the sense that there is hope on the horizon, despite maybe going through an uncertain time or a challenge with another, or a challenge with a situation. I do feel like despite that, you're looking towards the horizon with optimism and success. You have this Knight of Swords as well here in the lower row. This is somebody who is potentially taking action on something. This is an energy of seizing the day, seizing an opportunity, going for it, whole hog, if you will, and really attacking something here. Now, the issue with the Knight of Swords is it does warn you to maybe just be careful of not being too impulsive with this Two of Pentacles here, where you are not making a rash decision, because like I said, I've said this a bunch of times, this Two of Pentacles, you are potentially weighing an option, weighing a decision, and you want to make sure that you are well grounded in that decision that you have to make. I think you will end up coming to that point here with the Queen of Pentacles in the future, but let's go ahead and get to the future. You have the Temperance card, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So love this Temperance energy. Okay, this is healing energy. It says that you are making a major turnaround in your life. You have the fire and the water here that you're looking to balance out. I think that's important as you look at the energy of the Knight of Swords on the board, where you're not too heavy in one direction, but you're really balancing things out. You have this Two of Swords as well. This is where I feel like, sometimes this card comes forward as an injustice, but also as a war of words. Being blindfolded by the challenge or the words that were maybe said by another person here. You can see the two swords, I always like to say, are like emotional daggers being thrown. And yeah, war of words potentially here. I do feel like, it also does talk about indecision. So you have the double twos here. So you have a choice to make. Make sure that you are able to see clearly as you see the blindfold here when you make this choice. And what can really help you with that is the grounding energy of the Queen of Pentacles, making a practical choice, but also a choice that's aligned with you. So let's go ahead and start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here. Hope things are going well for you, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. All right, Taurus, let's see what we get here for you. So you have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. All right, definitely like to see that. There is karma between you and another. I have felt like that, whether it's breakup or an argument or something. You have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And you have Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Yeah, so there's a big message here of action with Commander Ashtar, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords energy here. But also with the Cosmic Gateway, making sure it's in line with your spirituality, your being, your soul, what's best for you. So let's see what else we have here. Okay. All right, I like to see this energy. So you had these two cards that flew out together. So not the right time, but the situation will improve. So if you are in this challenging period here, which some of you may be, it could even be within the next few weeks with this energy here. It's hard to say. Timing is extremely hard to wrap down in the tarot. And the reason being is you have free will, and we're looking at a timeline, but you can change any portion or piece of your timeline based on the choices that you make, right? And so the cards right now are saying within the next few weeks, but that could change. But yeah, I do like to see that the situation will improve. I definitely feel that with the Temperance energy, that's for sure. So you have the Empress here. I don't normally take pop-outs when I do these tarot clarifications, but I felt like taking that. The Emperor is somebody who is going to make a wise, grounded, authoritative decision. They're not going to rock the boat. They'll set a boundary. They'll set a boundary, and that may hurt or that may be tough, but they're not going to speak out of tone in any way. And so I definitely like to see that. You are bossing up here. You have the Nine of Wands, you have the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Something from the past here is overwhelming you. It might have been this relationship. I really do feel like it's this, I do feel like this heartbreak in whatever form or flavor it is sort of taking shape for you. I've talked about the different types it could be in this reading. I do feel like this has happened here with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups, where, yeah, it's definitely in the past. And what I will say to that for you is that there really truly is only now. And so when you catch yourself spending too much time in the past or too much time in the future, that's either potentially depression or potentially anxiety. Depression past, anxiety future. I'm certainly not a mental health professional, but just take note of when you're dipping into those two zones a little bit too much, because you're missing out on potentially what's right in front of you, which is pretty good with the Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. You have this Page of Cups with the Four of Swords, healing from a heartbreaking situation. Very clear here with that energy. Somebody you were romantically or emotionally involved with, as well as the World with the Nine of Wands. Look, you're completing the cycle, or you're about to complete the cycle. So do not give up. The Knight of Wands is a card of not giving up. And as you have it with the World cycles, you may literally be right there. So you have the Fool, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. All right, so potentially so with the Five of Swords, that's conflict, loss, defeat, and the Knight of Swords, like I said, potentially a tendency to be impulsive. And so I will say that the impulsive move could really be proven challenging, proved to be challenging for you. Sorry, my words right now. And so you'll really want to ground yourself. There's this message of taking action, but if you go too fast, especially as you have this not the right time card here with this Knight of Swords, Commander Ashtar, call to action, Five of Swords. If you go too fast, it could be challenging, okay? And only you will know what is too fast or when the right time is. But ultimately, it will improve here. The Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, choices to be had. All right, this person's not choosing. They are sitting under the tree. They are thinking about the cups of the past when they really are missing out on what's right in front of them, which is this alternative cup here. And this is what I've been trying to tell you about the now moment, which is the most important moment. Ultimately, though, with the Six of Wands, what you may be missing out on that you may want to pay attention to is this Fool card with the Six of Wands, which is incredible. The Fool starts the new journey through the major arcana as you have the World. You've completed one cycle in the past, you're getting ready to start another with the Fool. You have the Ten of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So tens, endings, completions, arrivals at the end of the line for some of you. And I think this is a true reading of as one chapter ends, another begins. As you have the Fool in the World and two tens. Tens in tarots are completion with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So on one end, there may be a challenging ending, and on the other end, there may be a happy new beginning with the Ten of Cups, or there may be a happily ever after situation here. I do see you mending a relationship with somebody, okay? I do feel like you're coming to an amicable decision around how to handle either a conflict or a challenge with someone from the past. And you do have these Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energies here, which is not only asking you to stay grounded, but also asking you to have compassion for yourself as you go through this struggle or this challenge here. Big sort of chapters ending reading here. So let's see what else we get. Cycles reading, definitely a cycles reading. Pull some additional cards. Okay, so you have community, you have coffin, high honor, sudden wealth, expectation, house. Yeah, so, you know, some of you might quite literally be in like a divorce proceeding right now with the Three of Swords, adjudication, house, coffin. I never read coffin as death or dying. I read it as an ending of a situation. You have that multiple times here, as I've talked about at length, with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the World, the Fool. And so there may just be, you know, a new chapter beginning for many of you. For others of you, you want to be careful that your expectation is not getting in the way of some sort of new beginning here. Expectations can be too challenging. If you set too high of expectations, it's very easy to disappoint yourself unconsciously or unknowingly disappoint yourself. And so it's good to shoot for the moon, but at the same time, you know, you gotta stay grounded with the energy of this Queen of Pentacles. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. You have something coming in with sudden wealth, the Fool, the Six of Wands, the World, definitely something coming in here. So love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Have a great day. I will see you in the next one.